what's up, fam? So I haven't done a video in a while, but I'm coming back from IBJJF, and I will have a video following this one. But I want to talk about me cutting my hair. About a year ago, I had these locks installed, and I've been growing my hair out a couple years prior to that. So half of this, right there, I could feel it, is mine. So I decided that it was time to, especially because they're getting kind of beat up and ratty. And I've had, it was always a plan to my first set to make them like freeform to where they didn't really have much of a grid pattern, but and I didn't think I was going to use it too much, just because I felt like, why, wear barrel twists and stuff if your hair, you have long hair. But with jiu-jitsu, it came in super handy. You'll see I did my hair for IBJJF, and it worked out. The tournament didn't work out, but the hair worked out. So anyway, but I don't have really much of a grid pattern, and it's always bugged me. For real. Hey. It's always bugged me that I didn't have the amount that I wanted, and my amount was an odd number, which made it a little difficult sometimes to, style or barrel twist. So, and then it started, I've heard that these, not supposed to stay in more than a year. And I was always cutting them out because I kept them about shoulder length. So I was cutting them every 3 months, about an inch or two off, and then re-dyeing the ends because I like the, honey blonde, the honey tips to them. When I first got them, they're super tight, and I was really concerned about rolling with them all the time, especially when people pulled on them. But after about the 6th month, I didn't even care anymore. I didn't hardly ever notice them. And I just got, my rolling style changed for it. But again, and I always bug me too, like I said, the odd number, and then I have even, but then I have this one here, but not here. And I always want, I started off with thicker ones because I thought they would be more durable to jiu-jitsu. I have lost a few, and I had to reattach. And as I got more comfortable doing that, reattaching them, I didn't really care so much about if they came out, so I knew I could fix it. I got some thin spots, like this one, and I had to tie it in a knot, at the end right here. There's a few of them that way. There's a few of them that are just like thin, that are got like this one here. It literally, if I pulled it right now, it'd probably come apart. It's super thin. So, but I did some research, in my first loctician, they had their own way. But now I'm gonna go to a different one. I'm gonna drive all the way down to Aurora, and it's this Saturday actually. So I made a plan that after IBJJF, I was going to cut these down, comb them out, and then on Saturday I have to get, they say about 70 of them, smaller ones, and more of a brick pattern laid out on my head. So I'm going to start cutting these. It is still, even though like half of this is mine, the other half isn't, it's still like super frustrating, like nerve-wracking and anxiety, because I've had these in for about a year. And so it's going to be, and then I have to go in. So the week, I'm going to cut them today, which is Labor Day, and then Monday, and then I go on Saturday. So for a week, I won't have these, and I'll comb them out hopefully today, if it doesn't take too long. I don't think it will. This one's a little tight, but we'll see how it goes, and I will see you, after this one, I'll see you guys after I cut them out and comb them, and then I'll hopefully show you I already cut one, I think a little too short, this one, but it's all right because I'm going for a shorter style anyway, so we'll see. I got my locks also from Easy Nappy. I get all my locks from Easy Nappy, by the way. And the loctician I'm going to suggested them as well, but I always go through them because they're durable, especially unwani. I think Omni locks. I don't get the regular. They're way more durable and they last longer, at least for me. As far as how I am with my hair, it is going to be weird not having it, but it might be nice to have them for a week or so, but we'll see. And I'll see when I'm done clipping. Next video will be about my jiu-jitsu experience at IBJJF, which didn't turn out as what I planned, but I think it helped. It's going to help me for next time. Okay, I'll see you guys in a bit. Man, so here's the end result of that. Oh God, there's a lot of new growth there. And to be for real too, I didn't like, there was a point where I started retwisting my own hair and it didn't, it didn't maintain it well. But so this is where I have to start combing them out. Because again, the whole point was for me to get a new grid pattern, a smaller grid pattern in my hair. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't take as long as I think it's gonna take. This is gonna suck. So 5.5 hours later, oh man, it's out. Man, I had to have the wife help me with some in the back, and it sucked. So yeah, that's what it looked like. Man, I actually kind of feel like keeping it this way. I'll see you about a week. Well, I am here in Aurora, about to get
because I can.
my locks reinstalled. So hopefully the grid pattern is going to be, I don't know what kind of grid pattern I'm going for. I'm going to leave it up to the hairstylist to do, but I know we're going for 70, but I brought 100 .4s instead because I had 8s. So 43 0.8s or 8.8s. So we're going for 70.4s. So we'll see how that goes. Hey, so what's up? I just had my appointment with my loctician this yesterday. And so to just reiterate, or recap, I should say, Monday, I ended up combing out my locks, which took about 6 to 7 hours. And then to get them out, and then the next couple days, still detangling and finding knots. They were that long and I cut them halfway because I ended up getting 6-inch extensions. So, which basically brought my hair to about 10 to 11 inches after installation. I went this time, my goal was to go with a, now don't take this wrong way, but a black loctician. Now, I'm not saying that someone white can't do it, but the person I went to before, she was more of bohemian kind of thing. They just kind of threw them in, and there was a pattern, but it was more free form in a way, semi-free. But it always bugged me about how it made my hairline look, and that it was an odd number, and especially on right here, this side was missing one and this side had one, so it had this, and I had to use hair follicles or not hair lineup spray basically to kind of get that good lineup in the back. What is wrong with you every time? So anyway, I went to, my goal was this time to go to a black loctician. And at the time when I first started getting locks, I was very adamant about the parts, that it wasn't, and it is kind of uncomfortable. It's like having cornrows, and I don't like the tightness on my head, especially for rolling. But I do have to say that at first, it does look, I'm appreciating the attention, the hairline bone, and the attention she put into the parts, and so much attention that my original appointment was for six hours, but it ended up taking 8 to 9 hours to do. And my goal this time was to go, I had 47, was to get double that at least. or try to, so 70. So I got 77, 78, 77 in here. And so I do appreciate the time that she put into it and everything. And I ended up driving about 2 hours to Aurora to get these done. But this is the final, or this is the, I had her put it in a semi-barrel twist. We couldn't go all the way back, so it's halfway to here, and it's kind of open, you know, back there, a mullet style. But this is the pretty much end result of it. Again, I'm super happy with it. I went and got my hair cut before I went and got this done, and yeah, we'll see. Not too uncomfortable. It was a little, you know, a little tight here, and I have to go get a retwist in about 6 weeks, but I generally don't like to get them but every 2 months. But for the first one, I'm gonna get that done at 6 weeks because that's what she suggested. Yeah, but again, fam, this is what it looked like, and I'm super happy with it. And you know, to be real, if I don't like the tightness of the retwist, but I could go probably 6 weeks to 2 months to get it done. And I do like the look of it, the cleanness of it and everything. But I don't plan on always wearing my hair like this. It's just, I'm gonna have to for right now. Yeah, that's it. Went from 47 to 77 locks. So I'm super happy. Hey, peace, fam.